My friend Simi is very ill, Bimbo lied. I need to see her in the morning. Adewale nodded, unaware of Bimbo's real plan. The next morning, Bimbo drove to Simi's house. As soon as she arrived, she showed her friend the pictures that had been sent to her. "I'm being blackmailed," she said to her friend. Simi was shocked. "Did you sleep with someone at the party?" Bimbo shook her head. "No, I didn't." "So how were these pictures taken?" Simi asked. "I didn't do this," Bimbo insisted. Simi looked at her confused. "So are you saying this isn't you?" Bimbo was speechless. "I will tell my husband everything," Bimbo finally said. "Don't even think about it," Simi warned. "Just pay them off and have peace again." Bimbo reluctantly took out 2 million naira to pay the blackmailer. She returned to her normal life, but things soon took a turn. One evening, Adewale came home looking very upset. "What did you do with 2 million naira?" Adewale asked. Bimbo was tongue-tied, unable to understand how her husband had found out. "Are you shocked that I know you have taken a huge sum of money from the business I helped you start?" "Start talking," Adewale screamed. Bimbo couldn't speak. "You have till tomorrow morning to tell me what you did with that money, or you're leaving my house," Adewale declared. Bimbo started panicking. She called Simi, but Simi said she would get back to her soon. While Bimbo was still thinking, her phone started ringing. She picked it up and immediately recognized the voice of the blackmailer. "Bimbo, 2 million naira is not going to buy my silence. You are a rich woman. You can pay more than that. Do you think your marriage and reputation are worth only 2 million? I will contact you in 2 days with a location. Get 3 million naira ready or say goodbye to your reputation and marriage." The line went dead. Bimbo started sweating. She didn't know what else to do. She was caught between a rock and a very hard place. The next morning, Adewale woke Bimbo up and asked her what she had done with the money. Bimbo kept silent, and that enraged Adewale. "I'll be leaving for a 2-day conference," Adewale stated. "I want you out of my house before I get back." As Bimbo watched Adewale leave his suitcase, she couldn't believe her husband was throwing her out of the house. Just then her phone rang. It was Simi. Bimbo picked it. Bimbo answered the call, desperate for any help her friend could offer. Bimbo listened while her friend told her a plan that could help her. By the time Simi finished, Bimbo was even more worried. "Are you sure this would work?" Bimbo asked as tears filled her eyes. "This is the only way," Simi replied. Bimbo quickly dressed up and joined her friend Simi, and the both drove to the bank. Years ago, Adewale had opened an emergency account for Bimbo. She was the only signatory to the account, and she had told her friend Simi about it. Simi had suggested that Bimbo use the money to pay the blackmailers. Simi assured Bimbo that she would join her to plead with Adewale and explain that she was the one that borrowed the money from his wife. Bimbo felt relieved that her friend had come to her rescue. After filling out all the necessary forms at the bank, Bimbo and Simi waited at the account manager's office for the money to be brought to them. Suddenly, Adewale walked in. Behind Adewale were 3 men. "There she is," Adewale said. "Officers, arrest her," Adewale commanded. What will happen next? How will Bimbo and Simi get out of this situation? Who is Adewale going to arrest? Stay tuned and find out. Please like, subscribe, and leave a comment telling me who you think Adewale is going to arrest. Who is behind the blackmailing and who took the pictures? Thank you for watching.